Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Today we're discussing Split Fiction. Split Fiction is the latest co-op game from Hazelight Studios, who you may know from making It Takes Two a few years back. And in Split Fiction, there are two female characters by the name of Mio and Zoe. They are unpublished writers who meet at an event where they have been told they can get a story published if they enter a machine. A machine that tracks your imagination and stories and brings them to life. But something goes a little awry and Zoe and Mio end up in the same world as each other. And as they traverse between sci-fi and fantasy worlds, they must find a way back out to reality. And that's where you and your buddy come into it. You play as Mio or Zoe, whichever one you wish to be, as you make your way through challenging puzzles in very imaginative worlds, hunting down glitches and fighting big bosses. I'll get straight to the point with this one because I can't hide the joy on my face. Split Fiction is fantastic. I have been playing it with Mrs. IMO's sister, who is quite the gamer herself. I think I've previously mentioned that her platinum list is mind-blowingly impressive. And I am just merely trying my best to catch up. And okay, there's still 2 trophies left for us to get done till we get that platinum, but I can easily say that Split Fiction was an absolute blast. I enjoyed every damn second of it. Not just because it's the first time for myself personally in probably, 15 years maybe, since I last played a co-op game with someone actually sat beside me. Not just online, not just through a headset, but actually with someone next to me on the same one disc, no need for headsets, eating munch, having some drinks, having some laughs. I have not done that in forever, and I didn't realise how much I missed it. There's just something to that you can't get through a Turtle Beach headset. It was nostalgic, it was fun, it took me back, and it kind of also annoyed me, because why aren't there more games doing this? Why did we get rid of that? I mean, obviously, because, you can make more money selling 2 copies and playing online than, selling 1. But at least for me, I think it has made the experience a little bit colder. It was also the sheer ingenuity and mind-bending imagination put on display from this game time after time after time. It never stopped impressing me. The level design is so well thought out. It never got lazy, not at one single moment. It takes wildly unexpected turns that you will never see coming. You will be gasping with shock as to what's just happened and what you now have to do. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for you. I want you to have the same amazing surprises that I found, and I really can't stress just how intricately planned it is. Actions of one character directly affects the other. You are relying on each other to progress. There are even times where the split screen ends and you're maneuvering the same one thing together, and it really tests your communication skills. There were quite a few crashes and near misses, to say the least, but it was all great fun, and all the more pleasing when we finally got it. I think the game's also extremely fair with its checkpoints. If you die halfway through fighting a boss, they don't make you go all the way back to the beginning again. They generally just, add a little bit back to the health of what you had taken off already. There's a real range of weaponry and powers between both characters. You can change characters as well at any given point. It's not a life sentence. If you are a bit bored with who you've got, you can just go back to the menu screen and switch over. They also have these nods and homages to other pieces of media that would normally annoy me, or I would feel like they're a bit shoehorned in out of nowhere, but that wasn't the case at all here. I really found them quite heartwarming and refreshing, and I liked what they were referencing as well. Some of them were very obscure. There is a Dark Souls reference in this game, and I did not see it coming, and it warmed my heart. I don't know why, because that game gives me PTSD and trauma, but just seeing that reference really did something for me. That put a huge smile on my face. These homages and nods, they feel like they came from a place of love. it wasn't member berries, you know? If I did have any complaints, I do think the story can be a little bit flimsy and rocky at times, at least in the main narrative, but I still thoroughly enjoyed the main two characters. I thought they were developed really nicely. I like how their relationship blossomed throughout the story. I feel like those two characters really are the glue that holds it all together, because when you step back, the story is a little bit flimsy. It does feel like it's just there to allow the game to explore the ideas that it has, because beyond that, the narrative isn't that deep. It is a little bit generic, but if it means we get to have the gameplay that we do, I can absolutely let that slide. And apart from that, I really am struggling to find anything else that negative about this game. I loved it. I had a blast with it, and I can't wait to get back on it and try and wrap up that platinum, even though these last two trophies do look a little bit on the tricky side. Yay. You may have guessed it, boys and girls, but I'm going to give Split Fiction a 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please do hit the comment section as well. Have you played Split Fiction? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you haven't had enough of this crazy ginger, we can always click on these suggested videos right here and get yourself lost in an IMO wormhole. But if not, take care. I look forward to seeing you on the next review.